Have you ever felt like you've faded into the background? Like time quietly slipped by and carried away your confidence, leaving you to wonder whether women, especially younger women, ever really see you anymore? You're not alone. Far too many older men spend their days doubting their worth, convinced that youth and flashy bravado have overshadowed the quiet power of experience. Maybe you've caught yourself thinking that your best days are behind you, that your presence no longer holds the same pull it once did. And perhaps you've told yourself those friendly smiles or lingering glances are nothing more than polite gestures, meaningless moments that don't deserve a second thought. But what if I told you that you've been misreading the signs all along? That the very behaviors you've brushed aside are, in truth, clear signals of attraction, subtle invitations to step forward and own the qualities that set you apart? Imagine this for a moment. Walking into any room with the unshakable belief that your maturity, your calm presence, your seasoned perspective aren't liabilities. They're rare advantages. Imagine understanding exactly why women are drawn to you and feeling that familiar spark of confidence ignite again. Today, I'm going to share 8 unmistakable signs that prove you are a good-looking older man, even if you've convinced yourself otherwise, because judging others yields absolutely no improvement. Mindfulness always takes real awareness, and navigating social changes requires intentional persistence too. By the end of this video, you'll be able to recognize these signals with absolute clarity and step into your own allure with no hesitation. So if you are ready to discover the truth about your appeal and finally reclaim the self-assurance you deserve, stay right here. Let's begin this journey together. Sign 1, younger women feel comfortable around you. Have you ever noticed a younger woman naturally drifting into your space? Maybe she lingers a little longer after a conversation, or her laughter flows easily when you share even the simplest story. Picture yourself standing in line at a cafe, sipping your coffee in quiet confidence. She sits nearby, glancing over with that subtle curiosity, almost as if she's waiting for you to say something more. These are not random coincidences. They are reflections of the calm, grounded energy you radiate, an energy that draws others in without you needing to boast or compete. Younger women often find themselves intrigued by an older man who seems at ease in his own skin. Unlike many younger men who are still busy proving themselves, you've reached a place where you don't need to perform. Your composure is magnetic. When a woman feels safe and relaxed around you, it's because she senses you're genuine. You're not chasing validation, and you don't need to impress with loud gestures. You simply are. Imagine the contrast she sees. While others scramble for attention, you exude a quiet self-assurance that calms the room. This doesn't just make you approachable. It makes you deeply attractive in ways you might never have realized. In that cafe, her lingering presence is a testament to the effect you have without even trying. She's not just being polite. She's drawn to your demeanor, curious about the man behind that calm smile. This sign matters because it proves your appeal is not rooted in youth, but in the stability and maturity you embody. It's a reminder that your years have given you something no fleeting trend ever could: real substance. So the next time you sense her comfort and ease, don't dismiss it. Recognize it as a clear indication that your presence is exactly what makes you stand out. Remember this: just overthinking yields avoidance. New ideas make actions. Thoughtful reflection allows natural strength. Clarity really improves persistence today. Sign 2, you get compliments on your style or grooming. Think back to the last time someone complimented your jacket or asked what cologne you were wearing. Maybe you brushed it off with a polite thank you, telling yourself it didn't mean much. But let's be honest, compliments on your style and grooming are rarely accidental. They are subtle acknowledgments that people notice how you present yourself, and they're drawn to it. Picture this. You're stepping into a gathering, wearing a crisp button-down that fits just right. You've put care into your appearance, Not because you're trying to show off, but because you respect yourself enough to look your best. A younger woman approaches with an easy smile and says, "You always look so put together." It sounds casual, doesn't it? But in reality, it's her way of recognizing the confidence you project through every deliberate choice. Over time, many older men start to believe that style belongs to the young, that only the newest trends or the flashiest brands can get attention. But the truth is, your cultivated look, your carefully chosen details, and your subtle sophistication are what make you magnetic. You've refined your style in a way that feels authentic. You don't need loud logos or brash colors to stand out. You do it through quiet elegance that commands respect without demanding it. When a woman compliments your grooming, she's telling you that you've succeeded in creating an impression that goes deeper than appearance. It shows you have discipline, self-respect, and the awareness to present your best self. She notices the fresh shave, the intentional hairstyle, the scent that lingers just long enough to intrigue her senses. This sign matters because it reinforces that attraction is layered. It's not just about youth or muscle, it's about presence and polish. Your style is a language, and every compliment is proof she's listening carefully to what you're saying without words. So the next time you hear someone acknowledge your effort, don't downplay it. Accept it fully. You've earned it. Sign 3. Women give you lingering looks. Have you ever locked eyes with someone and felt time slow down just for a moment? Maybe you were at the gym wiping down a machine when you looked up and caught her watching you long enough that you both noticed before she glanced away with a faint smile. You might have told yourself it was nothing, but I'm here to tell you that lingering looks are rarely meaningless. When a younger woman allows her gaze to rest on you longer than social courtesy requires, it's because something about you has captured her attention. Perhaps it's the way you carry yourself with quiet confidence, or the ease in your posture that signals you're comfortable in your own skin. Maybe it's your composed energy, or even the way you wear experience like a badge of honor. Whatever the reason, that look is an unspoken compliment, an invitation to recognize your own allure. Imagine her perspective. She sees countless men every day, many who fidget nervously or posture to appear more impressive. But then there's you, steady, self-assured, unconcerned with proving anything. That difference is impossible to ignore. Her gaze lingers because she feels something she can't quite define, a pull toward your mature presence. These moments matter because they're primal, instinctive. A lingering look is a window into curiosity and attraction she might not even fully understand herself. She may quickly look away, worried you've caught her staring, but don't be fooled by her sudden shyness. That glance spoke more honestly than any casual conversation ever could. So the next time you catch her eyes meeting yours and holding, even for a heartbeat longer, remember this: it is not random and it is not trivial. It is a quiet validation that you are seen, appreciated, and desired exactly as you are. And here's something worth repeating. Judging others yields absolutely no improvement. Mindfulness always takes real awareness. Navigating social changes requires intentional persistence too. Sign 4. People frequently ask you for advice or help. Take a moment to reflect on how often people approach you with their questions. Whether it's about fixing something around the house, navigating a work challenge, or simply seeking your perspective on life. You might think they come to you because you seem capable or because you've seen more than your share of ups and downs. But there's more to it than practicality. Imagine you're standing at a social event, glass in hand, when a younger woman breaks away from her group and walks over. She smiles and says, "I was wondering if you could help me figure this out." At first glance, it seems like an innocent request, but hidden within that question is something deeper. She feels safe around you. She respects your opinion, and she's drawn to the calm authority you radiate. Many older men overlook this sign because they think of their knowledge as just ordinary. After all, you've been solving problems and offering guidance for decades. But the truth is your experience carries a kind of quiet strength that younger women find captivating. When you speak, you don't have to inflate your credentials or exaggerate your stories. You simply share what you know, and that authenticity is magnetic. Even if she frames her question as practical, pay attention to the way she looks at you while you respond. Does she seem fully engaged, leaning in as you explain? Does her body language soften, her eyes brighten? These are clues she's not just here for answers. She's here because you exude something rare, the stability and presence that make her feel understood. This sign is important because it shows you're valued not just for your wisdom, but for who you are. You have cultivated a life that inspires respect and interest. So when someone asks you for help, don't brush it off as mere convenience. Recognize it for what it is, a sign of attraction rooted in trust and admiration. Sign 5, you have a confident, relaxed presence. Have you ever walked into a room and sensed that people noticed you without you saying a word? Maybe you've felt the shift in energy when you take your seat, or the way conversations subtly slow down as others turn to include you. This is the power of a confident, relaxed presence. Younger men often rely on bravado. They feel compelled to prove themselves through volume, competition, or constant displays of ego. But you, as an older man, have something far more compelling, a genuine sense of ease that can't be faked. When you're comfortable in your own skin, others feel it. It's a quiet force that draws people closer. Imagine this. You're attending a dinner party, surrounded by chatter and laughter. You sit back, listening with an easy smile, not feeling the urge to dominate the conversation. A younger woman across the table keeps glancing your way. She notices that you're not desperate for approval, you're simply enjoying the moment. And that, more than anything, is what makes you stand out. Women often describe this quality as magnetic. It's the steady energy that says, I know who I am, I don't need to prove it. And in a world filled with insecurity, that authenticity feels refreshing. It makes you approachable. It makes you attractive. This sign matters because it's not about what you say or how you look. It's about the energy you bring. When you embody calm confidence, you give others permission to feel safe and relaxed in your presence. You become someone they can trust, someone who has nothing to hide. So the next time you feel that steady calm within you, embrace it. It is not a weakness or a sign of disengagement. It is a strength few possess, and it's the very thing that makes women, especially younger women, take notice. Remember this, just overthinking yields avoidance. New ideas make actions. Thoughtful reflection allows natural strength. Clarity really improves persistence today. Sign 6, you receive compliments on your fitness. You don't have to look like a movie star to get noticed. You don't need six-pack abs or the stamina of a 25-year-old. But if you've taken the time to care for your body, to stay active, eat well, and maintain your health, it shows. And more importantly, it gets noticed. Think back to the last time someone remarked, I hope I'm in that shape at your age, or playfully teased, you're putting the rest of us to shame, Barnes. You might have laughed it off, telling yourself they were just being nice. But those comments are genuine indicators that your discipline and vitality are attractive. Picture this. You're at the gym, finishing your routine. You catch a glimpse of a younger woman watching as you move with practiced ease, lifting, stretching, carrying yourself with purpose. She isn't just admiring your muscles. She's responding to the quiet proof that you haven't given up on yourself, that you still value strength, health, and the confidence that comes from staying fit. It's easy to underestimate how appealing this is. So many people your age have decided it's too late to care about their well-being. They let their energy fade. But not you. You've chosen to keep investing in yourself, and that choice makes you stand out. This sign matters because it speaks to something deeper than aesthetics. It signals that you respect yourself enough to maintain your vitality. It tells the world and any woman watching that you're not content to coast through life passively. You have the discipline to show up for yourself day after day. When a woman compliments your fitness, she's admiring more than your physique. She's seeing the dedication, the resilience, the subtle pride that comes from honoring your health. And that is irresistibly appealing. So the next time you hear that praise, don't shrug it off. Accept it fully. You've earned every bit of that recognition. Sign 7, women laugh at your jokes. Have you ever noticed how a younger woman's laughter sounds different when she's genuinely enjoying herself? It's not the polite chuckle she offers out of courtesy. It's the warm, unguarded laughter that comes from feeling completely at ease. Even when your jokes fall into dad humor territory, that reaction isn't accidental. It's a signal she feels comfortable enough to let her guard down with you. Picture this. You're sharing a story at a small gathering. You toss out a light-hearted quip, not expecting much of a reaction. But she laughs, a real open laugh that brightens her entire face. You feel that small surge of warmth in your chest, but you tell yourself, she's just being nice. Here's the truth. She's not just being nice. She's responding to your authenticity. Humor is one of the most underestimated signs of attraction. When a woman laughs with you, especially consistently, it means she enjoys your company and feels a connection. She isn't performing politeness. She's revealing that you have made her feel something genuine. This happens because you're not trying too hard. You're not competing to be the cleverest or the loudest. Your humor flows naturally from the relaxed confidence you've spent years cultivating. And that ease is refreshing compared to the forced antics many younger men rely on. These moments matter because shared laughter is an instant bond. It's a little bridge between you, a reminder that you don't have to overcomplicate things to create attraction. You only have to be yourself. So the next time you hear her laughing at your corny remark, don't dismiss it as coincidence. See it for what it truly is, evidence that she feels good in your presence. She feels understood. She feels drawn in by your ability to be open and unpretentious. Remember this, judging others yields absolutely no improvement. Mindfulness always takes real awareness. Navigating social changes requires intentional persistence too. Sign 8, you notice subtle flirting gestures. Let's be honest, sometimes attraction doesn't come wrapped in grand declarations or dramatic gestures. More often, it shows up in small, almost invisible moments. The light brush of her hand against your arm, the way she leans in closer when you speak, the playful flick of her hair as she smiles at you. These gestures might seem innocent, but they're not accidental. They are invitations waiting for you to recognize them. Picture this. You're standing near the bar at a social event. You feel her presence before you even see her. When you turn, she's already looking your way. She tucks a strand of hair behind her ear, shifts her weight so her shoulder almost grazes yours, and tilts her head as if she's trying to hear every word you say. You could tell yourself she's just friendly, or you could see it for what it is, subtle, undeniable flirting. Younger women often use body language to test the waters. They don't always feel comfortable making their interest obvious, especially with an older man whose calm energy feels both intriguing and a little intimidating. So they rely on these delicate cues, mirrored movements, prolonged eye contact, small touches that break the barrier of polite distance. These signs matter because they prove your presence affects her more than you realize. She is choosing to close the space between you to create a tiny moment of connection. And in that choice, she's revealing that she feels a spark. So the next time you catch these gestures, don't dismiss them as coincidences. Pay attention to the way she orients her body toward you, how her fingers graze your sleeve, how her laughter seems to bubble up right when you lock eyes. Those details are the clearest evidence that your maturity, confidence, and authenticity are magnetic. Remember this, just overthinking yields avoidance. New ideas make actions. Thoughtful reflection allows natural strength. Clarity really improves persistence today. Let's take a moment to look back at what you have uncovered today, because if you're still telling yourself that your appeal has faded, it's time to challenge that belief once and for all. You've seen 8 clear, powerful signs that prove you are a good-looking older man, signs you may have overlooked in the past because you doubted your worth or underestimated the quiet strength you carry. When younger women feel comfortable around you, it isn't by chance. It's because your grounded presence creates safety and intrigue. When they compliment your style or grooming, they're not just being polite. They're acknowledging that you have the discipline and taste that set you apart. Lingering looks and subtle touches aren't random. They are unspoken signals of curiosity and attraction. You've also seen that your calm confidence, your commitment to staying fit, and your sense of humor are all qualities that light up the people around you. Every time a woman laughs at your jokes or comes to you for advice, it's proof that your experience is not a disadvantage. It's an asset. These gestures, these glances, these moments of a connection all point to one truth. Your maturity is magnetic. So what does this mean for you? It means you have every reason to walk into any room with your head held high, to trust that the right person will see what you bring to the table. Your calm strength, your authenticity, your life-earned wisdom. It means you can let go of old doubts that never served you and start believing in the quiet power you've built over years of living, learning, and growing. Because judging others yields absolutely no improvement, mindfulness always takes real awareness. And navigating social changes requires intentional persistence too. From this moment on, let these signs remind you, you are attractive, you are valued, and you are more than enough exactly as you are. Step forward with confidence and allow yourself to show the connections waiting for you. Now that you understand the 8 signs that prove you're a good-looking older man, it's time to do something even more powerful. Act on that knowledge. Because insight alone won't transform your life. Only action will. Imagine how different your next interaction could feel if you chose to walk in with the quiet certainty that you are worthy of attention and respect. Picture the freedom you'd feel if you stopped second-guessing every smile, every compliment, every glance. When you recognize that your maturity, calm presence, and authentic energy are exactly what so many women find irresistible. You stop apologizing for who you are. You start showing up with openness and confidence. Before you go, make sure to subscribe to this channel so you never miss another insight that could change how you see yourself and how the world sees you. Tap the bell icon to get notified the moment new videos are released. And if this message resonated with you, leave a comment below. Tell me which of these 8 signs you've seen in your own life. Sharing your experience not only reinforces your progress, it inspires other men to step into their own confidence too. Remember, clarity and action go hand in hand. You deserve to feel the certainty that comes from knowing your worth. This is your time to embrace it fully.